With me now are Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Project Power directors Henry, Joost, and Schulman. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi.
How's it going?
I love you guys debuted that trailer last week, and so of course I had to ask the obvious question. If I have you all here, if there was a pill that could give you 5 minutes of pure power, would you take it? Joe, let's start with you.
Yeah, but the question is, it could give you 5 minutes of pure power, but you don't know what that power is. It could be good for you or bad for you. And so, no, I wouldn't risk it. I have too much to lose. I'm a dad. I like my life. I would not risk that. But also, no one's like pointing a gun at my head. So if someone were pointing a gun at my head and I had a chance to maybe, become bulletproof, then I probably would take it, I guess.
How about you, Henry?
I definitely would not try it. I think that's why I make movies about this stuff and I'm behind the camera. I'm too scared.
Same for you, Rel? Or are you going to be the rogue one who's like, yeah, I take it?
I already have tried it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good answer.
Yeah.
What's your power?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know? I'm actually not even sitting in a chair right now, Henry. I am levitating above the ground.
You're just hovering.
This is such a cool concept for a movie. Joe, I wanted to ask you, you have done superhero films before, but this is a bit of a different twist on the genre. So what made Project Power a yes for you?
First and foremost, Jamie Foxx. Second, Henry and Rel. And going to New Orleans and just having a good time. New Orleans is called the Big Easy. And this film was just easy. Making the choice was easy. Shooting was just fun. This is, I like some movies that are challenging and like hard to make and hard to watch sometimes. But I also like movies that are just like easy to make, easy to watch, a lot of fun. This is one of those, and it was just a blast.
No, I love that sci-fi. Yeah, it seemed like a blast to make. I love that sci-fi can be a reflection on real life. And Project Power, I had a chance to watch it. It's awesome. It does feel more timely than ever. So, Henry, starting with you, can you and Rel talk a little bit about what you're trying to say through this movie?
I think we're trying to start a conversation. I think which is something we try to think about in all of our movies. Starting with Catfish, it's a really entertaining story. This movie's a lot of fun, but I think underneath that, there's a conversation about power and who has it and who doesn't have it and how is it distributed. That's very interesting and has become even more timely since we've been working on it.
Yeah, there's a line in the trailer. He says, "Power always goes to those who already have it." And that's a really just poetic way to talk about the way the world works. And justice is a concept that's on everybody's mind, especially recently since the tragedy of George Floyd. But for my entire life and really the whole history of this country and the world, like we don't live in a just world, and there isn't an even distribution of power. And that's something worth talking about. And even in an entertaining popcorn movie, I like being I like an entertaining popcorn movie that has a little something underneath it that asks that kind of question.
Well, that's actually what I was going to bring up next, because Henry brought up Catfish, which just turned 10 this year. Also, Joe, you're in one of our favorite movies ever that just turned 10 last week, Inception. And it's interesting how you can be a part of these. I know, shout out. Had to work it in. But
I thought you were going to say Hesher. Wasn't Hesher? No?
Yeah,
that's when we first met.
Yeah.
Really?
That's right.
Yeah, we first met at Sundance. We were at same year, Hesher and Catfish.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
That's incredible. So you guys go way back. No, I am curious because it's interesting how, both Inception and Catfish became a part of the pop culture lexicon so much in are you in the dream and the concept of catfishing. So how are you hoping Project Power becomes a part of the lexicon looking forward as people have a chance to watch it?
That's a really good question.
Great question.
Yeah, that is a good question. What's your power? I don't know.
What's your power? Huh. That's what it's all about. What's your power, right?
Yeah, right. And hopefully you don't need to take a pill to find it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
in real life.
But
Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting that
I think superhero genre is so satisfying and has been popular for so long because everyone wants the possibility to have a special ability and do something big with it, hopefully do something good. And I think one of the messages of this is you don't have to get lucky. You don't need to fall from another planet with a special hammer. You don't need to get bitten by a radioactive spider. The possibility is available to you. And it's so democratic that you might already have it inside of you.
Yeah, talk about a little bit like the freedom that you do have to explore some of these themes through the lens of like a popular genre like superhero, because we all understand the cues, right, that you're showing us, but through that kind of unfamiliar, not realistic type of story, you can tap into some real themes that resonate today.
I just want to point out that I've been in now 2 really big superhero movies and not had to wear spandex once, which to me...
Maybe that's your superpower, Joe.
Yeah.
Your superpower is that nobody wants to put you in spandex.
Yeah, that's my superpower.
That's incredible.
No, I think you would look great.
I mean, you're going to jinx it now. It's going to happen. That's going to be your next role. They're like, that's the headline. Joseph Gordon-Levitt really wants to be in a superhero movie in spandex.
Spandex Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.